And welcome to episode 46 of Two Idiots Reading Comics. Today we're reading Batman, Curse of the White Knight. If you can, go ahead and do all the fun algorithm stuff for watching on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, comment literally anything below to help us get into that algorithm. If you're listening on the podcast, rate, review, fun stuff like that. But let's get into the show. And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics. Today is episode 46, and we are reading Batman, Curse of the White Knight.
Woohoo!
Try number 2. We talked about, don't point at me. He, motherfucker, did not turn his mic on, and we had a pretty good episode. Not gonna lie. Pretty good episode.
Yeah. Guess his fault. He's just trying to pass it off.
No. I did have to redo this intro because I didn't have my mic on. But yeah. No, we had to redo the whole episode because Davis didn't have his mic on. Yeah. It was a pretty good episode after 2, I wouldn't say bad episodes. I mean, they weren't Deathstroke level.
Slower. Like we said in the other one, it was more of...
Left us wanting more.
Left us wanting more catalog.
Yeah.
Or, catalog.
Yeah, tier. Something like that.
They definitely needed more to them, and I think we get that in this week's episode.
We really like this stuff. In fact, we went very close to going over time. And the first try of this. You want to credit some people, though?
Yeah, we'll get it out of the way. Writer and artist, Sean Murphy. Artist for Von Fries, Klaus Janson. Colorist, Matt Hollingsworth. Letterer and world design. Cover art and original series covers, Sean Murphy and Matt Hollingsworth.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Like we said, very good. You pick up right where, or very close to where White Knight left off.
Yeah.
The whole city is still trying to figure out, did we trust Jack Napier? Do we not? All that stuff. But it kind of centers around this whole initiative, the Jack Napier initiative, where basically everybody's like, yo, he may be the Joker, he may not be, but man made some good points. And so the whole initiative is to, help the the poorer areas that always seem to be targeted by Batman fights and stuff like that, and helping them without letting the elites go in there and buy all the area before that and stuff like that.
Because like in the Batman initiative, you get Batman goes in, wrecks half a city block, the elites the Batman fund pays for shit to get fixed, but no one's living there. So elites come in and buy it and then sell it for buku's amounts of money.
Exactly.
And just keep running the fucking world.
And so that's kind of one of the major plot lines. Batman is, I don't know if salty is the right word, but he's kind of butthurt because he basically Napier said some stuff and pointed out the huge hypocrisy behind Batman. Mm-hmm. And so he's kind of dealing with, should I be Batman? Should this keep going? He's considering telling everybody what his secret identity is. He definitely does tell Gordon. And then you got Joker, who's mad that Harley Quinn outsmarted everybody, someone he sees as lesser than. And then Jack Napier ruined his name. Now everybody won't talk about the Joker. They're talking about Jack Napier. And,
But in the same breath going, do we trust Napier?
Exactly.
Is what he even said true because he is the Joker?
Mm-hmm.
Was this all a ruse by the powers that be?
Exactly.
Like all the conspiracy theory shit that they kind of touched on a few, just kind of how can we trust what he said and how can we move forward to fix it?
Exactly.
So
and does the fact that he clearly has two personalities, should we forgive him for the Joker's sins for what the good that Jack Napier tried to do? Which was still illegal, by the way, because he illegally did some shit.
Well, he mind controlled all the villains.
Exactly.
So,
there's also this cool storyline with the Bakar and the Wayne families.
I really
Spoiler
love that.
alert: Bruce Wayne's not a Wayne.
Yeah. And
In this storyline.
Azrael is actually a Wayne.
Exactly. And Azrael, really fucking cool character. Anytime, I don't know why I like it so much, but villains where they feel like they're doing everything in
The name of God.
the name of God, like some crusade type shit.
Always end up crossing the line, turning into kind of the bad guy, killing innocents
Yeah.
sometimes.
It's kind of like that peacekeeper character that's gonna be in the new Suicide Squad movie. He's like,
Yeah.
I love peace so much, I'm willing to kill whoever I have.
Right.
I have to achieve it.
And it kind of
type shit.
blurs the line of, okay, are you really doing this
Yeah.
truly? Like for the real good
Mm.
or just for your own idea of what is right?
Yeah. You also have Harley Quinn is pregnant.
Yeah,
Probably
the
from
twins.
that. Yeah, probably from that sex scene in the first one.
Probably.
Harley Quinn continues to be like an awesome standout in this series.
Yeah.
She actually has a, I don't know if it's ongoing or they just haven't done the collected version of it yet. But there is a White Knight Harley Quinn series out there that I'm probably gonna check out after this. But I very much like this version of Harley Quinn.
Yeah, she's a fun character to watch. She's smart.
Exactly.
It's not just the psychotic, brainwashed Harley Quinn that you normally get.
Yeah.
This one was a doctor. She's learned, and
Did you say
Really?
learned?
yeah, isn't it learned?
I mean, I think it's a word.
Book smart. She's book
Just
smart.
most people don't use it though.
If it's right. Woo.
Learned.
But she beat Joker and
Batman.
Napier and Batman.
Yeah.
And so
That dinner's kicking in, ain't it?
that dinner and the whiskey's fun.
Oh, you ate whiskey or you drank whiskey before we
I ate
recorded?
whiskey.
Fuck off, learned.
Yeah, it's late on a Friday night. Fuck yeah.
Oh.
But yes, I enjoy that version of Harley a lot, and we can touch on it. We won't go as in depth as we did on our Phantom episode, but I would love to see this live action.
Oh yeah. I think we said I would love for this to be like an HBO Max series.
Yeah.
I don't want a movie just because I don't think they would give it the time it needed.
No, this needs
needs like HBO Max movie, and I would probably. I don't know how many Kevin Smith fans we have that watch our show, but he has a daughter who is actually named after Harley Quinn, and she's actually a pretty good actress. She just had a role in the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, and why not give it to her?
Yeah,
she's
I
pretty
think
good.
she'd be good.
I think she can play badass, kind of sassy and smart all at the same time. She did it in I know it was more of a comedy movie, but the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yep.
She plays Jay's not bastard, illegitimate child that he didn't know he had, and just outsmarts Jay and Silent Bob the entire movie, and pretty funny. But I think she could do that. Who else did we cast? We had such a good fucking Instagram clip ready for this shit.
Yeah.
But we cast the whole show, and fuck, let's recast it now because I don't remember who. Who did we say was gonna play?
Dennis was gonna play Napier.
Napier
Dennis from,
and Joker
from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah, because he can do that,
The psychotic and then
and also like he can be charming.
Batman is the
sheriff
cop
from Stranger Things.
There you go.
Definitely. We found a role for Aubrey Plaza. I think we either said
crazy. It was she was going to be the
either
crazy
gonna be
Harley
the-
or Barbara.
yeah, one of those two.
I also threw out Kaylee Cuoco as possibly main Harley.
She does play
She could
the
do
voice
good.
for the
Yeah.
animated. Have you watched that animated show?
Mm-mm.
It's actually really good.
Oh, cool. I
Check it out.
haven't turned it on yet. But yeah, so and then I think that was it. Then the rest were kind of
We're
we don't
just
know
throwing
enough.
people out.
we don't know enough actors and actresses to
Yeah.
really run through a cast.
No. But I think if you have the core of the sheriff from Stranger Things as Batman, because this is all a big triangle between them three. If you
Dennis from Always and Sunny.
and then one of those two as Harley Quinn,
Yep.
I think you'd have a good HBO Max show. But you definitely have to let the HBO studios.
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
They're good
They
at,
have to.
They're very good at finding people that are passionate about the material and stuff like that.
Warner Brothers
And,
right now, you just
you
can't.
you
You just
don't-
can't trust them right
can't
now.
trust
with
Warner
what's,
Brothers
with
at
what's
all.
coming out.
But what else did we talk about?
Oh, we ran through the comic.
Yeah.
Azrael's outfit in this
Oh yeah, you love Azrael's
blood red
costume
with the kind of wings coming off the back of his
Yeah.
shirt or his uniform, and then his flaming sword with napalm
Yeah.
that he can ignite.
Yeah, that was really cool.
What else? That his name is the Angel of Death,
Archangel
Archangel
of
of
Death.
Death.
Yeah.
What else?
I loved most of the time when they go back and talk about the Wayne family, it's not like it's okay, it's not that great.
Yeah,
But this one with Edmund Wayne, actually being killed, and actually the Bakar guy stole Edmund Wayne's identity.
he's Bakar is the agent of
The Saint Dumas.
Saint Dumas.
Little cult or whatever the fuck they were. But he had actually been kicked out, even though he told Wayne he was sent to Gotham to like basically rid it of all its sin, and he needed a family, well-known family with a name that the crown would recognize as lord of that land and stuff like that. And so we went and found the last Wayne. And during the whole comic, you think that Edmund Wayne turned his back on Bakar and killed him and took all of Gotham instead of splitting it in half. Turns out it was the other way.
Yeah.
And Bruce Wayne is technically not a Wayne.
Yeah. Like, I would, if that was main continuity, I would love that. I would.
For sure.
I would eat that up because I loved how once Bruce finds out that he's not a Wayne and that his name's been bastardized, it kind of gives him this new idea of, okay, it doesn't have to be my name that runs that help Gotham. We just need somebody.
Just because you want
stand
real
up,
Waynes, the entire Wayne family has always been the guardians of Gotham. That doesn't change just because your name wasn't actually Wayne.
Yeah, and I like that a lot. Joker in this, like we talked about at the end of our last time talking about White Knight, I thought they would go back and forth in Napier more and make people question.
Yeah.
Who are we talking to?
You keep playing that like is he
kind of almost like Two-Face.
Is Napier actually in control right now?
Yeah.
Or is
Joker
another
hiding?
elaborate Joker scheme?
And you see that come to a head at the end of Napier and Joker's life, where Napier and Joker are almost like Two-Face. Napier's controlling
fighting,
one side of the body.
It's like the big final battle, and Harley had to go save her kids because Joker said some very fucked up things to Harley Quinn about
Batman,
her kids with a coat hanger.
Batman, do you have a coat hanger? And I'll take care of those kids real quick.
Yeah. Insane.
Yeah.
God,
And the fact that
could you just
Harley
imagine
had to.
saying that to somebody? That's awful.
Yeah. Look, can you imagine sitting on the other side of the table and you say that to Batman?
Yeah.
To Batman. And you don't expect him to just kill, pummel you into
They
the
also
dust.
did that cool thing where they used Harley initially in the story to try to bring Napier out so they could find out information from him that the Joker has, but obviously won't tell them. And they figure out that Batman can't be in the room because the Joker is so fixated on Batman that Napier can't get out to talk to Harley if Batman's anywhere near them.
Yeah, and the fixation that Joker has on Batman and trying to beat him it's crazy. You always see that in the main continuity stuff and other, but this to show that he has so much control that he won't even allow his alter ego out.
Yeah,
is insane to me.
Yeah. We also get they did not have the balls to go full Oracle.
Yeah.
Azrael very much looks like he breaks Barbara Gordon's back.
Kicks her in the back or throws her up against a rock.
He like grabs her arms. If you're watching on YouTube, which you should, grabs her arms with her like facing the same direction as him, and
drives his knee into her spine.
Yeah.
But and also you get Azrael and Bane,
where you almost get the recreation of the broken bat or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
Where Bane raises Azrael above his head, where Azrael's facing to the sky, and Bane's bringing his knee up and it's gonna snap his back. And like we talked about earlier, like in our other Ghost podcast, it was telegraphed.
Oh yeah.
Like, and to me, like I was reading, I'm like, do it, because I just wanted to see the iconic, getting to see it redone.
Mm-hmm.
And then once Azrael's partner stops Bane, you go, okay, you have to, you couldn't. How could you have kept writing the story
exactly
with him breaking his
back? They did
back?
do that cool thing where it's like Azrael said every mercenary I've ever known was overconfident and left himself exposed, and Bane told him, I leave myself exposed, or I leave my tube exposed as a challenge to my enemies so that they get close.
Yeah.
And then he gets his head cut off. So
yeah, so does it really work?
Yeah. We didn't mention this in the first time we tried this episode, but how about the fucked up shit that Joker said to Mad Hatter? If you remember in the first one, him and the replacement Harley get kind of close when they're trying to take down everybody. And the Azrael kept getting the Mad Hatter to like hack all of Gotham and Batman stuff. And Joker said, Mad Hatter, I haven't seen you in a while. Tell the other Harley, like, hey, or something. Like, basically knowing, like, I know she's still obsessed with me. And, like, I know y'all are close. Just tell her I said hey and I miss her. And then he quoted some C.S. Lewis at him, and Hatter was like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, and then he runs away. Mad Hatter runs away. I was surprised that we didn't see Neo Joker show up.
That's her name. I was trying to dig for it the entire time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe in that Harley thing. I'm not sure.
But then again, where would she have fit in this?
I think the best we could have gotten was, did she die in the...
I don't remember.
If not, she could have been like, in the line of like all the villains when they were taking them to New Arkham. Although if she was, Joker would have killed him.
Azrael would have killed him.
Azrael would have killed her.
And even Joker goes, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
How did you? I meant to say this in the last time. How did you like when he kills Two-Face? That I just love how they lined up the picture to where the sword is in the center of Two-Face's face.
I didn't notice.
Oh, you didn't even pay attention. Oh, that was to me. It was really cool. Just a cool artist trick of really playing on the fact that Two-Face with the sword and. But other than that, even Azrael killing all the villains to release Joker.
Yeah.
Even Joker is impressed.
Yeah.
And that's a high honor.
So Azrael was a ex-military, and then he had like a friend. What were they? How did they describe it? It was like some
they were
unit.
The Angels of Death, not the Angels of Death.
Something like that.
It was Angels of Death of the Archangel. Damn it.
They all had like biblical names and stuff.
They all had angel names.
But their whole squad was like the one that the governments don't acknowledge. They're sent into countries to like destabilize and take them down from within and stuff. And so Azrael was like this big ex-military guy, and then they all had like military names. Like they had a explosives
it was Michael.
Technician was Gabriel.
Thought the sniper was Gabriel. Michael was the explosives.
No, Michael was the guy who got his throat cut out or whatever. He was the one that died in the car accident, like first name.
You're right.
Gabriel was the lady because she was
the sniper.
No, she was the
demolition.
Yeah. And
that's right.
she was like, I picked a boy's name just so they wouldn't know to be looking for a girl and shit like that. Which is
a fucked up show. Gabriel's an archangel.
Gabriel.
It's a male archangel.
Is that the one that like tore down the walls of Jericho or whatever though? Because that would fit with the explosives theme. I don't know. I
am not gonna start quoting biblical stuff.
I'm not.
Or I'm gonna try to get that right.
I don't remember.
We get enough messed up in comics that I don't want to.
Yeah, true. But yeah, it was really cool. Now I feel bad because our first attempt at this was a lot better.
But,
we're at time though. Really good. Eventually, if they ever do a collected version of the Harley Quinn, we'll probably do that. But there isn't an actual volume 3. They do leave this on like a huge cliffhanger with Jason Todd showing up though.
In military regalia.
Yeah.
So he was in the army.
He was in something.
Believed that Batman knew about him. But in the first volume, he doesn't act like he knows about him.
I don't think he did. I don't know. Maybe once Napier told him, he was like, all right, now I can find him. I don't know. But that was, we're going to call it on for this continuous. And Davis just watched the first episode of Invincible. And finally, after I told him a million times, and he straight up told me he wants to do Invincible. We don't know how long we're going to go. You just want to tentatively say we'll do the next 2 volumes? Just tentatively?
We can do that. We can do probably the next 2, and that should
be... And then we'll see where...
We'll see where it goes from there.
See where it is from there.
We don't want to put, like what happened with Venom,
you don't want to overdo it.
Don't want to overdo it and go 5-6 months with it.
Yeah.
But also want to give y'all enough... Go through enough of them to make it actually worth us doing a continuous. So.
Yeah. So... but next week, one of the best Boom Studios books ever written, Irredeemable.
Hoorah. That would be a good one.
Yeah. But that does it for this week, and we'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.